Hi guys, just wanted to take a minute really to just mention a few things about the shoes that I've been running in for the past maybe 200 kilometers now. So they are the Salomon Sense Ride. I thought I'd check these out from my usual Hokas. Frankly, my ATR Challenger 3, my second pair, have just fallen to bits. The uppers, again, are just absolutely diabolical. So I thought I'd go with something with, you know, a little more pedigree, shall we say. So I went with the Salomon Sense Ride. Again, you know, a decent amount of cushioning. It is obviously firmer than the Hoka. However, that does make it a little bit more responsive. You know, it's a nice shoe to run in, I find. It's pretty comfortable. It's quite spacious in the toe box. I mean, I'm not particularly wide-footed anyway, you know, so they do give me plenty of room. I do size up half a size just to allow for foot swell, and this again has worked perfectly as it does when I wear Hokas. The quick lace system I found is to be really, you know, quite useful, and the actual garage for the laces I found to be better than previous sort of Salomon shoes. So they, despite the amount of lace that's there, it does all stay in there quite nicely. They're a nice looking shoe also. As far as grip goes, you know, the lugs are fairly shallow, but they're not designed for hardcore stuff, you know. This is for trail running, and I've used them on, you know, on some really technical trails. I took them on the Snowdonia horseshoe the other day, and you can see at the front there at the toe, the rocks on that route will eat your insoles, sorry, your your outsoles. So Crib Goch mainly has eaten away into those. It's literally torn them to shreds. But that's no fault of Salomon's. It's harsh terrain up there. This little hole here, I actually did that on my first run out in them. So again, I caught them on a sharp rock. That's no fault of Salomon's. But I like the way they're built. The uppers are, focus please, a lot more rugged than the Hokas. However, I am waiting for Hoka to release their new trail running shoe that replaces the Speed Instinct 2, the Torrent. That looks actually like a really, really good shoe, so I'd be very tempted to actually pay full price for that when it comes out next month. But I'm really pleased with these Sense Rides. They're great on a lot of terrain, you know, really wet, muddy terrain. They're not really designed for that. But, you know, technical stuff, whether it's rocks, roots, grits, gravel, you know, they're really, really good. And they'll also work quite nicely on short sections of tarmac, you know, because they have got that decent amount of cushioning. So for me, it's a big thumbs up, Salomon, for these shoes. They are fantastic. And maybe when I can afford it, I can look at some, again, a pair of these newer sets that you have now got coming out, which a lot of the pros are now using. So cheers, Salomon, for a great shoe.